Where are my notes?
Over
D&D.
there.
Oh, that's not it.
I do like how the new Photoshop, if you make custom image sizes, it'll actually save it, and you can actually just go and click on it again.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
There we go.
It makes
Yay.
it makes page layouts a lot easier.
Yeah. Okay, all the way at the bottom, and of course, I didn't really
You
get
can't
all.
really tell. That's awesome.
Oh, I got enough, I think. So, okay, if somebody wants to kick us off. Hiya!
What?
Who's dead?
Who do you think did that?
Tiliana. She needs to kick it off because she's the monk.
Oh, that's messed up.
Okay.
I just need a previously on Heroes of Thyr, and then we can start.
Previously on Heroes of Thyr.
So, when last we left our heroes, we had received the letters from Mannix and headed towards Glamstill to deliver the letters. There were 8 letters in total. So we made our way back to Glamstill, and we met up with, let's see, we didn't actually meet up with Cotton just yet. We went to, her name escapes me. Oh, I didn't write down her name. The person from the mansion that we. Please tell me somebody's got a name.
I wrote it down, but my notebook's not here today.
Corlink.
That's not it.
Damn it.
That's
Marleman.
That's who we're meeting in Corlink.
Dang it. I have names.
Keep going.
It was somebody's place. Please help me.
You're supposed to be the one who took the notes.
I know I didn't have that. I'm sorry. I've got everything else.
Lillian.
Lillian, thank you. I'm writing it down right now.
Edit quicker.
Okay.
We do everything right the first time.
That's
First,
fine.
you'll know.
Doing it live. All right. So we were brought to Lily Ann's place. Excuse me. Before we left Mannix's place, though, Jareth had actually given me a coin. I had no idea what it was supposed to do, but I had a coin. And so we got to Lily Ann's place and met with her. And we handed her the letter addressed to her. She had a coin in it as well. Plus, I believe I still have mine.
Mhm.
So, turns out that was a favor. That coin equaled a favor of the of Jareth. So, in payment for that, or I guess in return for that, Lily Ann allowed us entry into her very exclusive, private, we'll call it a clubhouse. And so we got to spend an evening at a very, very nice place.
I played cards.
Yeah, I was gonna say only
Yeah,
2 of you really took any advantage of it,
I guess that's fair.
and the dwarf just got drunk.
I think a few of us did.
Right.
Oh,
So-
yeah.
So, after spending a very nice evening at the clubhouse, we then made our way over to meet up with Cotton, and it was about there that we met up with a new person. Our new party member, Atiliana. And so from there, we headed off towards Corlink, and I'm sorry, we met up with Alona, who is going with us to Corlink, and we are to meet with Marleman in Corlink, who is the headmaster of the magic school. So we all got in the cart and headed off. I believe we left off as soon as we got into town. Did I
Yes.
miss anything?
I'm gonna start clapping every time you say
Yeah, I know.
It's good enough.
I literally have like 4 lines written in my notes from the last session, so a lot of that was off the top of my head.
Yes, very good.
Don't treat me like a child, Scott.
You get a gold star.
So with that, introductions, and I forgot to post the order, so this is going to be a little interesting. But first off, we have our
Call out the names.
elf.
Hi, I'm Axel. I talk to my bow, or it talks to me, or it breathes in my ear. Anyways, who's next?
I'm Klaus. I am the wizard. I do wizardy things and try and keep some sanity in this group. It doesn't most of the time it doesn't work. And next is our dwarf.
Hi, I'm Flip. And guys, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. You gotta see this. You gotta see this. Check this out.
Oh, geez.
It's so amazing.
Oh, geez.
It's a rock that writes on other rocks. See? Oh, this thing's gonna be revolutionary. I swear. I'm gonna make so much. Oh, and guess what? It rubs off. Oh, it's amazing. This thing's gonna be amazing.
Terrible rock.
I'm gonna make
Talking
so
up
much
to Flip
money.
to figure this out.
And next up, we have our dragon.
As a middle of drinking. I'm Raywin Silverfox, Silverborn Dragon Born. He's really weird.
And next is the tiefling.
Hi, I am the great hero Makar, and I've been having so much fun since coming here. There's been so many things to touch, so many things to read, and there was like all these really cool people who do so many cool tricks. Like this one guy, he actually managed to turn like this liquid into another liquid, and it was awesome.
And finally, we have our monk.
You turn a liquid into another liquid every day.
And then I grow metal trees from it.
Oh, God. The monk.
Hi, I'm Atiliana Alaria, and I have no idea why I joined this party. I had to interface with literally the most insane little halfling thing at this cart, and now I'm regretting life. But I get to go to a library, so I'm super excited, guys. This is gonna be great.
Oh, wow.
Last to
but
regret
not least.
everything.
And finally, our
benevolent.
benevolent DM, Seamstress Aya.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
All right.
Made it through introductions.
Okay.
We're only an hour overdue.
Woo! So we're gonna start with all you guys standing in the entryway. With Alona kind of like giving you like the rundown of what to do.
Okay.
She will inform you that she needs to go and make sure everything is prepared for your arrival and your meeting. She will reach into her hair and she will pull out a black quill. The black quill in her hand will then kind of like melt into a little puddle in her hand. She will
Cooler than a liquid into another liquid.
Oh, my
she will then tell each one of you to stick out your left hand,
Okay.
palm down. She goes down the list. Really, dab. She goes through and she will give you each a light tap on the back of your hand. And then you will see a little shiny bit on the back of your hand for a while, and then it'll fade away.
I don't have any shiny
Is it a
bits.
specific design?
Huh?
Is it a specific design?
It's obviously like magic words because it wiggles and moves around.
Nice.
If you were to ask Klaus would know what it says.
Also, so say.
What does it say?
It says entry.
Okay. It says entry.
Does it say adult or child?
I'm doing it. I'm repeating this computer.
So yeah, basically, you know, that lets you into all the places in the Magic City.
Right.
Oh my god, it's the New World Order!
No, it's like a nightclub stamp.
Yeah.
We could have done it
Yeah.
where we just like,
But
you know,
it's
had one of
magic.
us get in and then slap it on the back of the other person's wrist to share.
I prefer my conspiracy theory.
Okay, all right, whatever. When she finishes up, the black liquid will reform into a quill, and she will stick it back in the bun of her hair.
To give me one of those.
I can.
She will then lean over and she will say something to Klaus.
Okay.
If I can remember.
Oh, and the nice thing is, not everybody will be able to actually see what people are telling me on the recording this time.
Dang it!
But
Didn't
we
work.
can see that.
That didn't work.
Hmm. No, I'm not going to. Makar.
There. I sent it to you on Discord.
Oh.
I couldn't figure out. I did that game.
Klaus, what's your birth?
W. Did I spell Klaus's name wrong? I spelled Klaus's name
Do
wrong.
CL tab and you'll get it.
Robin,
What?
what's your bird's name?
Lavi.
Lavi.
Lavie.
Okay.
No, I do not have a bun. Oh my god.
You know laughing only encourages him, right? I'm laughing at Atiliana. She wants one of everything.
Okay. So she whispers something to Klaus. She will look over you, look over her glasses at each one of you individually. She will then turn around and she disappears into the large crowd of the city.
Bye.
Alrighty.
You don't all have to put a thing on the map.
Oh, okay.
It's more
That's good
fun.
because I haven't yet.
I don't have map. Where's map?
Like-
Map?
Well, there, now you do. Wahaha.
It's
No.
There.
Oh, that, now you.
No, I meant now there.
Now Graph has a thing on the thing.
Roar! Roar! Roar!
How do you do that?
Roar! Roar! Okay.
All right,
Oh.
all right.
Oh, look it! I found it.
Oh, jeez.
I'm gonna be sideways.
So shift makes you spin your
Why are you
token
spinning me?
because you're the largest token on the board at the moment. Okay, so shift spins, control makes you bigger or smaller.
Actually, you don't even have to shift to spin. So.
Did
Oh,
I,
you
did I-
don't?
Did I suddenly rat? I'm so tiny now.
Yeah. All right, all right.
Roar!
Okay.
Godzilla! Yeah, Godzilla! Okay, I'm done. There you go. You can have your token back.
Oh, my God.
Raywinzilla.
She just terrorized the Grand Library.
I know.
Oh, darn it! No! Hold on.
Oh no.
Oh, God.
Doon.
I'll write you.
Okay.
I want to go on an impossible mission too.
That's from the new Shin Godzilla movie. It's one of the little instrumental pieces.
God.
I love that movie. That's a really good movie. Okay. So, for today, we are largely going to just kind of have a nice, relaxing little role play kind of thing. Let you guys get accustomed to how Kiri's gonna play her character. Kiri can get accustomed to how you guys play your characters. You guys can explore the Magic City. We are going to move on with some story points here in a bit, but at this point, I want to give you guys a chance to do any kind of like little magic prep work stuff that you wanted to do. I know that Klaus wanted to meet up with his master. You need to kind of check in, and then you want to do some magic stuff. I know that Raywin wanted to finish up her pocket. Is that what it is? It's a pocket?
The pocket dimension, yeah.
Yeah. Mostly just kind of give you guys a chance to explore. This is the first thing that I've kind of like mapped out that I didn't already have mapped out, so we can kind of create it together, I guess, if you want.
I gotcha.
So the way the building is set up, the outer wall is one giant structure. Think of like think of like a mall. It's like a giant mall area. The little small offshoots are connecting walkways. The circles are towers. The rectangles are buildings, and the stuff inside that is not a circle, a building, or a hallway is a courtyard outside. Okay. So, Raywin, if you want trees, there's trees outside.
Yay, trees! She does love me.
I was really tempted to not have any trees. I was really not have a courtyard or anything. I was super tempted to have the Wizard City just be one giant amalgamated building. But I figured, druids might come by.
I think almost like Coruscant from the Star Wars prequels.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man. All right. So I know what I would like to do.
Okay.
I'll probably wait to find out what everybody else is going to do first, though.
Okay. Do you want me to just go down the list?
Sure.
Okay. Addie, what are you doing? Monk. Your name is now Addie, by the way.
No, she was Tilly.
Tilly? Oh, was that what I
Tilly.
called her? Tilly. I'm sorry, your name's Tilly.
I was like, who's Addie?
Tilly.
No, your name's Tilly. I'm
Um,
sorry. I forgot what Cotton called you.
So I am assuming that that I got to learn a little bit more kind of about like where we're going and your guys' mission on the trip here.
And who the hell we are, maybe?
Yeah, I just jumped in a cart with you guys and said, screw it, I'm going.
I'm on a mission.
First time.
So I'm gonna assume that I got all of that information correct.
Yes.
Okay. So where are we going so I can write it down?
So currently we are in the city of Corlink.
Yep.
We are. Let's see. So right now we don't know where we're going after this. That's why we're meeting up with the headmaster. If that makes sense.
Okay.
I apologize to everybody. I have to turn my fan on.
No, you're fine.
I'll keep it pointed away from the computer stuff, but it's very hot and it's very hot here today.
Baby. So cold.
Okay. So I'd like to just go do research in general then, just about,
Okay.
and
So you will find many kiosks as you walk through Coralink, and they all say, you are here, and when you look at them, it pops onto your face. So you put your face on the map. So you're able to find your way to the Grand Library. Library, no problem. And you can probably find like any information that you want there.
okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna go
All right.
dig through books, 'cause
Okay.
that's
I'm
what I
gonna
like to
straighten.
do.
I'm gonna straighten everybody's tokens because no, we're not. We're not doing that. There. No. There. Okay.
Hang on.
Okay. Yeah. Did you wanna do anything else before heading to the library, or?
Sure, I'll look at some of the stalls. Is there
Okay.
any shiny things I'm passing?
There are lots of shiny things. In fact, as you
place
walk,
shiny.
do you want to go clockwise or counterclockwise?
Let's go counterclockwise.
Okay, so if you go counterclockwise, you will notice all along. So all along this area here.
Can't
you
see the
will
bottom of
see-
the map.
I'm sorry. If you mouse over the gold emblem and then pull down, it should put you at the bottom. I tried to make it so that it stop with the bloops. Stop with the bloops.
Turn your bloops off.
I don't know how to turn my bloops off. I only use Skype for this.
Robin,
Mm-hmm.
those bloops were for you.
No, I see it.
Okay, so all along this side of the wall, you will see stores that you can go into that have all plethora of magic tchotchkes. There are clothing stores and bookstores and jewelry stores and parchment and office supplies and.
I'm going in the parchment store.
Okay, it's literally like it is literally like this is obviously for people who are just visiting. Like this is the tourist section of the stores.
Oh, she's gonna start smelling the parchment because she really likes books and things.
Okay. Guys, your halfling is in the bookstore smelling the paper. Does anybody else want to do anything?
Our elf talks to bows, so.
Okay.
And our dwarf licks rocks.
I'm definitely like kind of following behind her to watch what she does, and I'm just kind of looking at her like, what the?
Okay.
I thought I was weird.
I will probably tag along with them just to make sure that they don't get in trouble.
Okay.
Hey.
So, dwarf.
Well, step one, my tankard's empty. So we're gonna find a tavern and get some mead, because it's gonna be a long day in
Okay.
the library.
So if you go up to the kiosk, once you reach the little like framed painting of the map, down at the bottom it will pop up a list of taverns.
It doesn't have a
it's quite
menu
an-
displayed with them, does it?
No, not currently.
Darn it. Are there any dwarven named ones or dwarven sounding named ones in this list?
He is
Let's
clearly
see.
very excited to be in the book area.
There might be one or two that sound vaguely dwarfish. in the way Olive Garden sounds vaguely Italian.
Fair enough. It'll do.
Okay. It doesn't show you on the map where it is. It's just they're just lists. It's just a list of taverns at the bottom.
So it's a possibility. Okay. Well, start walking, I guess.
Okay, before you turn around and walk, someone who is obviously a wizard walks up beside you because he's wearing a robe very similar to Klaus's. He
Long
walks
gray
up.
beard, pointy hat.
He stands next to the kiosk, and at the bottom, the words now change. They're all moving around, so it's very difficult to pin down what letter is what. He reaches over, he taps on one of the words, and then a little circle of his face appears on the map. Obviously not in the same location that you're currently in. He then walks away, and the little circle disappears along with the words at the bottom.
Welcome to the Magic City, by the way.
As you look back at the map kiosk, the list of taverns comes up at the bottom again.
I'm going that way.
Okay. He's trying to show you how to work
I was going to say, he just showed you how to use it.
Yeah, but you think I'm skilled enough to push one word that's floating all around this?
Well, no, the words aren't floating around for you. They were only floating around for him.
Oh,
The words are all clearly legible for you.
okay. Then,
All right.
the
So
Olive Garden one.
So you tap on
Garden.
a listing that says Stone Beers Brewery.
I can assure you the Olive Garden in Corlink is not any better than any of the others.
It's run by students. What are you gonna?
So where you have tapped your finger appears a little circle with your face in it. And then you will notice that the little circle begins kind of slowly moving around the map. It will move. It will go this way.
Clearly,
It'll
this
go
is
over
Fruit Ninja.
here.
You need to
And then it'll go over here. And then it stops in like that area right there. And just stays there.
Uh-huh. I'll go that way. Which is the complete opposite direction that I wanted to go.
Okay then.
But we'll go that way.
All right.
Also,
Oh,
I
wait,
do
the
have
elf and the elf and the Klausen.
I do have to point out one thing.
Huh.
This is going to be probably hardest for Makar because everyone is wearing red robes.
That is true.
I am literally wearing my school uniform.
That is true. There are quite a lot of people wearing red robes.
So, yeah, he might have a little trouble here.
Well, then let's find out. Bakar, what are you doing?
Okay, just to clarify something up front, we did decide earlier on, like in between, that I had figured out the Raven thing, right?
Yes, you figured out the Raven thing.
Okay, good. In that case, I am wanting to make my way to the Grand Library, but I'm going to do it Makar fashion of sort of wandering. And I'm also going to be keeping my eye out for some mushrooms I can use for sort of like a healing salve to deal with itchiness.
Okay.
Don't want to know.
Real quick.
Don't ask.
Not asking.
Since they're pretty close by, I'm going to walk my way back over here.
Uh-huh.
Do not knock on any doors. Then I come back over here.
Okay.
Still sniffing parchment.
But of course, I'm going to go clockwise, but I'm also going to kind of do it in Makar fashion of being distracted by everything.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
I'm gonna quietly follow him, just within eyesight, not necessarily standing near him or associating with him, just following him.
This place
Okay.
is gonna blow Makar's mind.
Yeah, so Makar, you're going to end up wandering around for most of the day. You're never going to find the Grand Library. You never make it to the Grand Library.
Did I at least find mushrooms?
You found a store selling mushrooms.
Oh.
This is a city, dumbass.
I think I should
mushrooms are
point
just-
out that you realize no one's ever told Makar what money is yet, right?
Oh, this
No,
will
but
be
I'm
good.
gonna watch with eager amusement while you try to figure it out. Ava, while I'm following Makar, I'm gonna be
Uh-huh.
keeping an eye out for any sign of druids, because my intent is to find a druid here and ask some questions about studies and such.
Okay.
If I see any, great, and if not, well, then I'll do that tomorrow.
So
Keeping them out of
once you at some point during your wandering into the bowels of the city, you will probably find a druid area. It's in fact, we'll just for funsies, we'll put you guys over here.
Okay.
Please
Okay.
tell me it's called the park.
Well, it's obviously not a store. It's obviously like where the like druids hang out
No, I know that was mostly
and learn stuff. Well, the big area up top there is kind of called the park area.
That was mostly a WoW joke for those that wanted.
Oh, I didn't get it. I play 14 because it's better.
Anyway.
14 has Moogles and
Anyway,
chocobo racing and triple triad.
I suddenly regret this decision.
What's your Warcraft got?
All right, moving on.
Pandas.
Moving on.
Okay. So by the time you get to the druid thing, you might realize that like Makar is walking pretty fast through all these areas.
It's fine. I just want to note where it is so that when I can pass responsibility of keeping him out of trouble off to someone else, I can go and actually investigate.
Okay. Oh, hold on a sec.
'Cause I think we've learned that we should not leave him alone.
Oh.
Because then he befriends crazy shapeshifter people, and
Technically, there's only been one time you've left me alone. And I got to meet with
never again, Shorty.
Spigglebottom. Spigglebottom, whatever his name was.
No.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, we lost X.
No.
No, the last time they left you alone, you ran into the bad guy and told them everything that you guys were doing.
Oh, right.
But I had tea, and I helped old ladies. I mean, it was good. It was good.
Uh-huh.
It's good to know that we can be sold out for tea
And a pretty face.
and a pretty face.
Sounds about right.
Okay,
Which is why I'm babysitting.
Axel, yes, you don't have to raise your hand. Yes, it's your
So-
turn to speak.
So I'm gonna like try and sniff one of the books and see what all the fuss is about and why she's sniffing all the pages.
Okay,
What's it smell like? A book?
it smells like a book. Yeah.
What are you smelling?
The page. Do you smell the pages? Oh, they're so old. Oh, and they're so pretty. And look at all the words. And there's all this knowledge in here. And I'm pretty sure I have to have one of these. Do you think they'll let me have one of these? She's super excited right now.
A halfling after my own heart.
I'm gonna pat her head and go, that's nice, dear. I'll leather bound any book that you buy.
Do you want one? We could totally get one. I'm pretty sure they'll let us have one. We just got to figure out how to get it. But, you know, it smells really good and just, oh, it's so old.
I have a feeling you're gonna try and sneak off with one of these without them knowing.
No, why would I do that? That's a horrible thing.
You need to work on your deception.
But Cottons are going to get along very well.
Okay.
She just keeps going through the books. Like she'll take one down, she'll sniff it, she'll flip through it, like she'll read it really intensely, and then she'll hug it and she'll put it back. Like she's so excited right now.
Are we getting flip back?
Not gonna lie, that is literally what I do when I go to the bookstore.
I kind of do that too.
I really creeped out. So there was an employee at one of the bookstores in the airport that we were going. I don't remember where we were going. I think we were going to Chicago. I think I creeped her out by just walking in and like picking up one of the new books and just smelling it.
That's awesome.
So the okay, so the employee in the store that Klaus, Tilly, and Axel are in doesn't find this weird at all.
Of course not. Are any of them leather bound?
Yes, actually, there's an entire section of leather-bound books.
I'm sorry, I have to. Are those leather-bound pounds?
You have to be 18 or older to enter that.
I'm sorry, I need leather-bound pounds to go with my leather-bound wallet.
Sorry.
There we go.
I'm gonna get distracted by the leather.
Okay.
Not awkward at all.
So many jokes.
So I'm gonna finally leave the books alone and wander out of the store and go find another store.
Okay.
I'll follow her.
All right. So, as you make your way through the city, you'll notice that once you actually turn the corner into the oops, no, I want just my thing. Once you turn the corner, this corner, to make your way towards the Grand Library, you'll notice that the stores become more sparse, and they are less fancy and eye-catching. There's not as much visual marketing going on in the front of the stores.
Is there a pet store?
There are several.
She's gonna wander into one of those.
Okay. So you
This
will.
We've done this before.
Okay, so you wander into one of the pet stores, and it is a small animals store. So they have owls and birds and
Bring me your finest mount.
you know,
Says
rats,
the 3'2" halfling.
gerbils, and guinea pigs and things like that.
She could ride one of the pigs.
I have a fun fact about that movie. That movie was directed by Gilderoy Lockhart.
Okay.
Really?
Cool.
It was, yeah.
I have no idea who that is.
Oh, right.
Harry Potter.
Gilderoy Lockhart is a character from the second Harry Potter movie, played by the great Kenneth Branagh, who directed Thor.
Actually?
No, there's no actually there.
You're right. There is no topping. All of that just came out of your mouth.
There was only one opinion in that entire spiel, and it was that Lockhart was a great wizard.
There was only one opinion, and it was mine.
Okay, look, she's about to decide what kind of pet you get, so maybe be nice.
But right, it's a small animals section, or a small animals store. So imagine like the little like front section of a Petco.
Like
I'm
rabbit.
gonna pet everything.
That's what I'm doing too.
Okay. There are bunnies and ferrets and
Puppy
guinea
dog.
pigs and
Baby dragons?
no, it's not an exotic small animal pet store.
She's gonna go pet the ferrets.
Also, I'm pretty sure everyone's going to know that dealing in dragons is illegal because dragons are people too.
God damn it! Also, dragons are friends, not food. Aw,
Dragons love cookies.
I like that.
I was like, oh, I didn't see what it was.
It's Flip.
I see that now.
Oh. Nice.
So much time in that hair.
My
So
Klaus is
much
inside.
time.
You did so good on it.
Klaus is in Tombstone.
Okay.
Anyways.
So Flip, since you're back, we'll jump to you real quick.
Hey.
So the tavern that you're at it's obvious that like this is no longer like necessarily the touristy section of the city. It took you a good while to reach the section.
Short
Oh
legs
no,
and
now
all.
we lost Kiri. Kiri's
Oh.
back.
Yeah, she's back.
Oops.
So this particular tavern is just like a little hole in the wall kind of thing. They've got a little chalkboard just outside that's got like, things that sound vaguely like they might be dwarven food or dwarven ales.
Oh, this would be good.
And a wooden door.
So excited.
Alfredo!
Only you can eat mushroom basket.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's one of the things on the chalkboard. And all you never-ending mushroom basket. That's what it is. There's the little sign on the wooden door says that they're open.
As good a place as any. No mountain
And now
tavern.
he's just. Eh.
I mean, I can't see a mountain anywhere near here, so good enough.
There's a mountain of books.
Yeah, but
You're not there. You're getting drunk.
Okay,
I'm trying.
so when you walk in, you will notice that all of the furniture to you looks like how can I properly describe it? It looks like all the tables and chairs and everything should be antiques. But there's just something like a little off about everything. For one, all the tables and chairs are too tall. They're obviously not dwarf height.
For him or for everybody?
For him. For him, they're a little too tall. Just like a tiny bit too tall.
Because I'm not the shortest dwarf. I'm short, but I'm not that short.
Right, but these were obviously like
9.5.
this furniture was obviously like constructed based on very old illustrations from like back generations before the dwarves kind of closed off their mountains. Inside there aren't that many people. There's just a couple of people sitting around at some of the tables. There's not a bar. It's just tables. A lady in a robe. She's wearing a robe similar to Klaus's, but the robe is colored. Let me see. I'm trying to think. It would be the equivalent of like going to the Renaissance Fair made with a robe that's tartaned.
Ah.
And she's got like a fur kind of accessory kind of thing. Like obviously it's like the bar uniform. She will walk up and she will greet you very warmly and say, "Hi, can I get you a table?"
Can I get it to go? Instead?
Yeah. She'll smile and nod and she will say, "No problem. What can I get for you?"
Your strongest mead.
Will do.
Yes. Haha, here
She
you go.
goes off into the kitchen. She'll take your travel skin and she'll she'll go back into the kitchen. She comes back out. She has your I keep wanting to say wine skin, but it's obviously it doesn't have wine in it.
Let's go
Tankard.
tankard. Just,
Okay.
yeah.
So she'll hand you your tankard, which
thank you.
has a it's got a nice Does mead have foam?
Shouldn't.
No.
It's more of a honey wine.
Right.
But it's real thick.
Okay. So
Very
it looks like it has a nice color to it. It looks like it may be like just a tiny bit spiced. It tastes okay. It's not great, but it's competently made mead.
Yes.
3 or 4 in, you won't even notice.
She will
That's true.
well, one tankard is obviously not getting you drunk.
Yeah.
And
No.
she will
It's like,
also hand
no,
you
silly.
she will also hand you a little cloth bundle.
Is this like Bender?
Well,
Sober, he's drunk.
she will she'll then give you the tab and she'll thank you for coming.
Ah, thank you. Here's the.
We'll say that it's 6 copper.
Oh, then there you go.
Yep. And she will lean in as she takes the money from you and she will say, "I'm really sorry about this. The mushrooms are on the house." And then she kind of walks away.
Oh, what?
Huh.
The cloth package that she handed you is obviously a little to-go container, and it actually it has spiced mushrooms in it.
Where'd the dragon go?
This will go well with
Use
these
the map,
mushrooms.
like-
The dragon is randomly walking through the city. They're well and truly
Following the
lost now.
stupid tiefling, keeping him from knocking on doors or pissing.
I'll
on-
hold on to this for later. It's all ready to go. It'll be fine.
All right.
Now
but
I go
it's
to the
not
library.
meat.
All right.
Are you
So
not
you're
eating it
able-
because it's not meat?
Hmm?
Oh,
I just need a drink.
No, the mushrooms.
Oh, not a fan.
I like mushrooms.
Well, there you go.
I thought he was bringing them with him to season you later for dinner.
And also Astheus.
Okay. So you make it to the library, no problem. You remember your way. So the section of the library that you walk into looks like your typical library setup. There are bookshelves all over the place. There are a couple of tables. Obviously, this is a huge building and you're only in one tiny section.
Sure.
Okay. Makar,
Mhm.
we know that you're going to spend the rest of the day wandering aimlessly through the city. You, by now, will have realized that you're kind of lost.
You may also realize that there's a dragon nearby.
Yeah, obviously he'll know that the dragon is still following you around.
But do I know that the dragon knows that I know that?
So every time you've sped up, she has also sped up.
Yeah, but that doesn't necessarily answer whether he knows.
Well, knowing him, I could see this being one of those situations where as soon as he realizes that she's following, he won't leave her alone.
So true.
What is around where I'm at? I killed AF with that one.
No, I'm sorry, I was answering a question, and now I'm trying to get somebody to go away.
Oh,
fine, I'll go.
Go away. I don't have any food. I'm not feeding you right now. Ugh.
Is it the smaller one or the larger one?
It's the smaller one, or else I wouldn't have picked him up.
Fair enough.
Okay. So currently you are in the magic equivalent of kind of a shady neighborhood. There aren't any shops or restaurants anywhere. It's very clear that the businesses around here don't have anything to offer anyone outside of like a very specific branch of magic.
You are not.
And this place is well kept enough that there's no mold, mushrooms, anything that I'd recognize from living in a dark, damp dungeon.
No, the hallways are all really clean.
Curse you, janitors! Curse you!
You passed many storefronts that sold those kind of things, but you have yet to find any
growing. And I never bother to ask him what he's looking for because I don't actually care.
Is it actually possible to go into like the courtyard area?
Yeah, you can find your way out into the courtyard. You're in one of the little things nearby.
Okay, I'll probably go into the courtyard and try and explore out there then. See if I can find anything interesting out there. Face of the walls.
Delete it! Delete it!
I don't know how to delete it.
Yeah, without her completely clearing chat.
I would have to completely clear the chat log.
She just doubled it.
Yeah, you just said it twice.
Oh my god.
That's okay.
If you want, you can clear the chat. I don't think there's much in there.
I don't like clearing the chat because what happens if I need to go back to one of the whispers that I've been doing?
Oh, fair enough.
I'm having a whole conversation with you guys on these things. Just because you don't see anything doesn't mean there's not anything there.
It won't matter. It's fine.
Okay. Yeah, so, Raywin, you follow Makar out into a large courtyard area.
Simultaneously question every detail of my life.
The grass in the courtyard is very lush. It's very unnaturally thick and full. There are trees dotted throughout the area, and there's flowers and shrubbery and topiaries and woodland creatures and all kinds of things. It is a thriving ecosystem.
I quietly name each thing as I walk through, whether I know the name or not.
Okay.
If I don't know the name of the type of plant, I make one up.
Okay.
That's how I pass time watching this little idiot.
Okay. At one point, you might come across a topiary trimming another one. We'll say it's a lion who is trimming a shark.
Nice.
I was looking around my room desperately for something to, like, quick, I need an animal.
But I don't think I'm not sure I would know what a shark is. Fascinating.
Yeah, so you will see a lion shrubbery, trimming away at a very large fish with a big gaping mouth and nasty big pointy teeth.
That's not awkward.
Well, as
I
pointy
want
as you
one
can
now.
get, as pointy as you can get with, a shrubbery or a
I want
toad.
one.
I
want
think you
shrubberies.
forget where you are.
Yeah, good point.
I want a shrubbery trimmed like a shark. That's awesome. Like personally in real life. That's
Yeah.
I might also practice turning into the various woodland creatures that I see and racing with Iris.
You ever mess one of those up?
Get the face wrong?
Just get the animal wrong. You just go, "Hurt," poof, and you wind up with something else or something not right.
I don't usually go outside of my known skills. I'm not a risk
It's like
taker.
squirrel, poof, rabbit. Ah, crap.
Yeah, I guess I'm confused as to where the conversation went. I missed some of it.
Hand me Evie. Please, it's on your side.
Like,
You're going to throw it at me, aren't you?
No, I'm not.
He gets the walk.
I promise.
Ask me if I do that.
Thank you, honey. Tiliana, look at this one. It's so
Must pet it.
it's so
Pet it.
cute.
Juliana, look at this one!
You're not even there.
Normal.
You're not even here.
Its neck is so tiny.
Oh, okay. Okay.
How much is it? Can we buy
let's-
it?
Let's remove the animal from. Yeah. Give me the animal.
But
It's so cute.
I just want to squeeze it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Give me the animal.
You can come with
Can I
us.
squeeze it
But we could bring it with us. It could help.
to death?
Oh.
Wait, whoa! What are you doing? Don't do that!
Give me the animal.
Get her out of the shop now!
The clerk in the shop will notice this interaction and stare very sternly at Klaus and
Working
say,
on it.
I think it's time for you to take your friends somewhere else now.
I
By the way,
agree.
I still have a ferret, but I'm pushing
I
her
will-
out of the shop
I
anyway.
will. I will. Carefully to not, hurt the animal. Try and pull the animal away from her.
Wait, no! What are you? Get off of me! What are you
Not
doing?
you. Not you.
Not you, the other one.
Put it
It's
down.
so
No.
fuzzy and
Yes, I know.
soft.
Just
Let's
put it down.
let's let it stay that way.
But I could make a really nice bag out of it.
No! Oh my God! Get out of the shop!
Okay,
What are you
okay.
doing?
We're done. We're done. I will take the animal away from her and put it back in its cage and
Okay.
quickly shoo her out.
So, by
I'm very
this point in the day,
Very, very, very sorry.
yeah, the shop owner is giving you a very nasty look.
Very, very sorry for my friend here.
As you leave, the shop owner will lean in and say, did we ever figure out your title? Like your rank?
Oh, mine?
Yeah, you.
Charge.
It, oh, the dwarf is gonna get payback for that.
Well, if I'm going to get frozen by the dragon board, I'm going to get fried by you, so I'm even.
I don't know that we ever actually gave it a name. I know that I'm not quite a master, but I'm kind of a grad student sort of level, if you will.
Okay.
But I don't think we ever gave it a name. I mean, if you've got a
Okay.
name, go.
So
go
he will whisper that to you in a very harsh voice, and then will shoo you out of his shop.
Let's see. Okay.
And as he shoos you out, he makes a downward motion. So he's got both of his hands over his head, and he makes a sweeping downward motion in the air.
Mhm.
And a magical barrier drops down over the entry.
Okay.
And stay out.
and he storms off into the shop.
Do you see what you did? Now we can't go back in there.
If
I'm
you
gonna wander
had
off.
something breathing down your neck and telling you to kill everything that was bloody, you would. Maybe I should come after you.
Who would do that?
Oh.
Why do you do
My
that?
God.
Stop that.
Okay.
Okay, so by now it
Son of-
is a little after noontime, and everyone is probably hungry by now.
Yes. Not for small animals.
I both hungry.
Yeah, that. I did I spell it wrong?
Yes.
Sorry.
That's
Okay. That's just a placeholder for now.
okay. Yeah, I know. We'll figure out a better one.
Okay. So, let's since we're with you guys, since we're with the three of you guys, what are you gonna do first?
Let's
Fiercely
see.
type. All of the typing.
Let's go meet up with the rest of the group and grab lunch.
Yeah, that's probably a good plan.
So I don't know how to do that.
Well, I have a feeling we're gonna have to try and track down a couple of them.
As you guys say this, you will feel a vibration in your left hand. You know, kind of like after
Table's ready.
kind of like
Your kids' neighbors.
after doing like a lot of exercise, and your muscles will kind of twitch.
Yeah.
So kind of like that. So Raywin, Makar, and Flip will know that you three are looking for them.
Right, I had an
I
itch
feel
and I
like
had a
being
twitch and I got a
sought
premonition.
Hey Google.
You'll just okay, Google.
By the way, Cortana responded on my computer.
Sorry.
Like, okay.
Perfect.
That's a little passive aggressive, Cortana.
She hasn't been the same since Halo 4.
I like watching. So I subscribe to a couple of YouTube channels that show commercials that run in Japan, and I like to watch the phone commercials because Google in Japanese is Googly.
Googly.
Okay, Googly.
Google.
I love the commercials are almost exactly the same that we have in the US. They'll just occasionally change some of the close-ups. It's really interesting if you like marketing to check out the what the tech sector is doing with current marketing stuff. Anyway, so the three of you guys who are off kind of on your own know that the group is looking for you, and you have a general You know where they are.
Good. I was worried about that.
Yeah.
I start walking that way and drag the tiefling.
Okay.
Find
Let's
food.
see. Tilly, Klaus, and
Find
Axel will know. You guys will know that they know.
Can I get these marks for my children?
All right. So after some time, we're gonna speed up a
Find
little bit.
Ferret food.
So after some time, you guys are going to meet up. You'll meet up again.
Do I overhear her say that?
Sure. You'll also notice that there is a ferret in her other hand.
You didn't.
What?
Oh my God.
What?
Nothing. I'll be right back.
I tried to pet the ferret.
No! No! Get away.
I will
Go.
try and go. I'll go back to the shop and ask how much a ferret costs.
Okay. The guy will give you a very angry look. And we'll say that
I won't.
ferret-
I won't step foot into the shop. I will just ask him from outside.
Yes, he's glaring at you from the other side of the magical barrier.
Figured.
And he'll say, ferret is 3 silver pieces.
Okay. I hand him the money.
He takes it from you.
This is how Klaus goes broke.
His hand is able to go through the magical barrier.
That and trying to bet on certain outcomes of people being stupid.
Yep. Okay, so after some time, you guys will all manage to get together in one spot.
Okay.
Just stand.
You can talk to each other now.
Wait for
Tilly, you owe me 3 silver, by the way.
Fine. I'm gonna
What
give it to
stupid thing did you do?
I didn't do anything. Somebody had to go pay for a ferret.
That somebody else walked out with.
It's not my fault. She was trying to eat them.
I wasn't trying to eat them.
Ooh.
I just wanted them dead.
Oh, her.
Who does that?
She's gotta eat me.
I kind of want Raywin to be coming in at this point, like with pulling me by like the collar, maybe going, some people are just so weird.
I look at
Your
Ray
horns would look nice on my wall.
Lord, we've got to do something about this. I look at Raywin and I was like, and just kind of give her a look of, looks like you had about the similar day that I did.
Yeah.
Oh no!
My parents had days
Where'd he
like
go?
this. They would text each other's pagers and it would spell hell. 377.
That's funny.
This is a code 4377, man.
All right.
So I still have the ferret in my hand, and I'm now looking around for something else. Like I've lost something.
Oh, Raywin.
This is gonna be
Oh
fun.
I
God,
got some for you. Here you go.
where did it go?
Enjoy.
Where did what go?
He's all. Did you eat it?
Dude, what?
My mouse! Did you eat him? He's gone! He was in the pocket, and now he's
Oh my
not in the
God.
pocket.
You had a mouse?
I have the other one still, but I don't know where the second one went. He just ran off.
Oh my God.
I look at Klaus.
And I'm the one that's bad because I tried to kill one thing.
I look
I
at
am
Tilly.
saving them from you.
I look
I
at
can't
Axel.
hear
I look at Klaus.
In short,
With these people.
she literally tried to strangle one in the store, and she is apparently made off with at least 3 animals that I know of.
Like, do we really need these people?
So we have a
I don't want to
murderer
let them
couple.
loose on their own.
You're right, that would be irresponsible.
Oh
This
god.
tankard is empty now.
I reach over to the tinker to look to see if there's anything in it, and I put it back down.
I take a quick swig from my pocket.
I'm gonna be on the floor looking for my other mouse.
Oh, so when I see that, when I see Klaus has got something in his, I
I'm now poking the tiefling with an arrow.
Ow! What are you doing?
Tiefling.
No, the tiefling, not the halfling.
Oh, sorry.
There's too many leggings.
I pull the tiefling behind me like I've done before, and I side eye Klaus. Is there somewhere that we can take her?
I start poking the dragon with the
Right.
arrow.
The best thing I
I
can
let her
do-
poke me. Because I don't feel shit.
No, yeah, you're fine.
I let her poke me while she's doing whatever, and I can see. But is
They're
there?
not squishy.
Tink, 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 tink.
Try to go under the scales.
Did you take
Yeah,
the leather
squishy.
book too?
They're dragon scales, dumbass.
Wait, what did you just say?
Did
I
she
did.
take my leather book too?
Oh my god.
The parchment's
Oh.
still there, but the book is gone. You took the mouse and the book, didn't you? I saw you smelling the leather in the store.
Oh my god.
Hey, Klaus,
Okay.
Look, you're the klepto. I'm not the klepto here.
Alright.
I just want to kill things.
Okay,
Are you
so
squishy?
Klaus,
Poking at her.
Klaus,
So-
you begin to make your way there. Are you going to let everybody else know where you're going, or?
So, yeah, before we actually get started, I'm going to actually tell Raywin. So the best thing I can think to do at this point, because what's going on is above my pay grade at this point. So we're taking her to my master.
Okay, I think
So-
that would be a
Taking me nowhere.
situation. Let's definitely do that.
What
She's
is
still
wrong with
poking
her?
me, right, while we walk?
What?
What?
Is she still poking me while we walk and talk?
Are you
Nope,
still
I'm-
poking her?
I turned around and I started poking the halfling because she was telling me that I was stealing her
God.
stuff. Are you squishy? Oh, you're squishy.
I'm swatting things away, and I'm looking at the other two like, what the hell is wrong with her?
I
This
take
isn't
her
what I
by the-
signed
I'm
up
breathing
for.
very heavily and I'm clinging to my bow.
Stop it. Go away.
Where
Yeah,
is-
she has her bow in her hand the whole time she's doing this.
So I take the free hand. That doesn't
Okay.
have a bow. I'm not going anywhere near that bow. I take the free hand.
The one with the arrow in it.
The arrow in it, which is fine because my claws will just wrap over the top of all of the above and walk with purpose.
What's wrong with her, Klaus? What is she
I'm
doing?
now turning the arrow and trying to poke her wrist like, let go of me!
She's fine. She can do that.
Poking her with the bow now like, let go of me!
She twists her arm around and sits down in the middle of the hallway and just like, yeah, like that. No! Oh,
Can I do a strength check and throw her over my shoulder?
Sure.
Oh, I'm
okay,
resisting.
I need Raywin and Axel. You two roll a d20 for me.
Oh,
Can I do it with a strength check? Like with the ability?
Let's see. What would the DC for a toddler be? I wonder.
Well, okay, it's different. DC for a sleeping toddler. DC for an angry toddler.
Angry.
1d3,
Yeah, this would obviously be
1d6.
angry toddler. Okay. Tell you what, we'll do it in percentiles. If you get above 50%, it's a succeed. Below 50%, you fail.
Okay. Remind me again, which one's the?
If you mouse over the D10,
Okay, I got it.
yeah, you get the percentiles.
so
64, you succeed. The dragon is now forcibly carrying the elf.
okay. Good. So it's okay. My backup plan was I was just going to cast shield on everyone.
Might still do that.
If she gets loose, I definitely will.
You are now beginning to attract attention.
There
I'm
is
gonna,
so much
I'm
going
gonna
on.
I'm gonna encourage Iris to ride on Klaus's shoulder for now. And,
Iris is already halfway there.
yeah, and I'm gonna carry the elf straight to his boss man.
All right, lead the way, Klaus.
Yep.
Also, you need to. Oh, okay, yeah, you did.
And I also I inform the tiefling he is to stay with the halfling, and neither one of them are to knock on doors or to pick up anything.
I don't know what you're talking about.
On threat of being frozen for the night.
What? Why are you looking at me like that?
Yeah, you guys are really ingratiating Tilly into the team, aren't you?
She sassed off our dragon.
It's fine. Just go.
Makar, you talk to the bow!
Oh my God. Go.
Ah, what is going on?
What does it say? All I hear is breathing.
Raywin, silent spell, please.
Okay, I cast silence spell on both Makar and on the elf.
Okay. The elf, both the elf and Makar can still talk, but nobody hears them.
At least this way, we won't attract as much attention. Oh my God.
All right. Okay.
I will turn to Tilly. It's okay. He's only like that for a little bit. Crowd control is what is happening right now.
All right. So
I'm gonna go find my mouse. She's gonna wander off like nothing's
with a bit
wrong.
of a labored pace, you guys will eventually make it to a door in like a series of doors, like at an apartment or a hotel complex.
Wait a second, just one quick clarification. Are we actually following them, or is Tilly and I off on our own now at this point?
Well, did you guys go off on your own?
Oh,
Or
no,
are
I
you
was
following
That's what
my
they
mouse.
said was you guys go and stay here and we'll come back for you.
Oh, no.
As everybody
No.
moves, Makar stands still, just yelling
no.
in silence.
No. I'm not leaving him here by himself.
Not stay there.
Hey, Raywin. Do you have any knots in your back? Because I'm probably beating them out of you right now.
I see your lips moving, but
No.
I-
Character.
What? What are you saying? I don't hear anything. Is somebody talking? Okay,
Little boy
so
too?
are we going to assume that everybody is following Klaus and Raywin?
I'm guessing so.
Okay.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, the elf
I-
is.
I've
Yeah.
given up on my mouse.
Okay.
You have
So-
another one. Keep going.
And a ferret.
But he was the cuter one.
And the other mouse
Um,
bites you.
Oh.
Okay. So, you will as you're walking through the hallways, you'll come to a section where there are a series of doors with a good length in between them, like at a hotel or an apartment complex. Klaus will walk over to a particular door. Obviously, he knows where he's going because all of these doors are unlabeled.
Great.
He will go and knock on one of the doors, and nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
Did you knock loud enough?
I knock a little louder. I mean,
Nothing happens.
Makar.
oh my God.
Should we let Makar try?
No.
Oh God, no.
Let him try. Just
we-
do it.
I would really rather not.
Like terribly rude to just.
Because I'm still mad about my mouse, I'm gonna push him forward and tell him to go do it.
I knock on the door.
Oh my God.
Makar stumbles forward, knocks on the door, and nothing happens.
It was worth it.
I
All the
tried.
times for him to not be here.
Hold on.
You know what? I try the door anyway.
The door is unlocked.
Okay, I push it open.
Okay.
And
So the door opens, and you will into it. You will see that there is a elaborate laboratory setup. There is a large wooden table. It is covered in magical items and glassware and magic tools, parchment, ink, quills.
Oh,
There is
parchment!
a
you stay right here.
there is a small kitchen area with a basin and water jug. It is full to the brim with dirty dishes and empty pitchers. The floor is covered in crumpled up balls
You
of
will not
paper.
clean it.
And random bits of magical accoutrement. On the left side of the wall, on the left side of the wall, there is a small hallway.
I will almost as soon as I get inside, I will. I have lost all subtlety at this point. I will just start. Trayden, please tell me you're here.
You will hear rustling coming from one of the bedrooms down the hallway. The sound of glassware being rustled around on the stone floor, and a very shabby, unkempt head of hair will poke out from around the corner and go, What do you want?
It's me, Klaus. I really need your help.
A hand
No,
will
it
come
doesn't,
up
everything's fine.
and brush the hair out of his eyes. And he's like, "Oh, Klaus! Hey! How long has it been?"
Is he on drugs?
We can catch up
Yes.
later.
Explains
I need your
so
help.
much.
Little magic dude, you brought friends. Intros. Come on, man. Hi, I'm Trayden. This is my home. And he'll kind of like stand there and like, he's like bobbing his head to a music that only he can hear.
He specializes in mushroomology out of curiosity.
Oh no!
You still have the
So-
silence
You're
spell on
using
you.
now.
I will very quickly go.
He'll walk
The-
over to the tiefling, and he's got his chin in his hand, and he's examining the tiefling very, very carefully, his head still bobbing.
I
This
will
is a good silence spell. Yeah, this is really good stuff.
I actually will kind of look sideways at the dragon and smirk a little bit.
Hi.
I will quickly this is Raywin, this is Makar, this is just like quickly go through
Just
everybody.
quickly point at
Now.
all of them.
Yeah. Now, please help me. So I may have a grafter on my hands.
What?
Oh. Yeah, the angry one definitely has the vibe of one. Did you just pick this up in the wild? Also, now that I'm noticing, that's not nice. This is like a nice vibe space, and we only really, appreciate kind vibes in here. I'm working with some very volatile herbs, and you could totally just ruin the mix with all of your negative energy.
I'm gonna
Please
start looking for the
focus.
herbs.
Welcome to my life, buddy.
Please focus. How do we fix this?
I shift the L so that she can't actually hit anything.
And he'll look at Raywin and Axel, and he's like, well, first you gotta find out where it's anchored.
Oh, we know where it's anchored.
Oh,
I look between the two because I don't have a clue what they're talking about.
The bow.
Yeah, I know, but you're using
No,
words.
no, no. I'm telling him.
no, little magic dude. Where it's anchored on her body. It might have originally started with the bow, but it's totally it's totally attached itself to her. The bow's
Now-
meaningless by now, dude.
I'm getting.
I
I can't have goosebumps because I have scales. But if I could have goosebumps,
I'm now freaking out and like, no, nobody's touching me. This is not happening. Don't you touch me. No.
God, she's getting really difficult. Klaus.
Axel. Okay, Axel.
Tell you what. Over here, scale girls. Come on. Or scales girl. He will start rummaging around on the floor, and he will reveal like a brass ring that is set into the stone of the floor, and he's like, just put her right here.
I do with joy.
All right. He then he puts his hand on the brass ring, and then he says some magic words, and you are now trapped. You are now trapped.
Okay. I think I might have an idea of where it might be. I walk over to the ring, and I just like hold up both hands like this. Hold out your hands. Other way. You know what I mean. Should have seen that one coming. Do I see any? Is there anything on her palms aside from the glove that she got?
So obviously you only see one of the palms because the other one has a glove on it, but you don't see anything on the palm.
Take off the glove. I'm not going to take it away from you.
Nope, there's nothing on the hand. Hand's good.
I put the bow back in the glove. Mine. Oh, can I talk yet?
You can talk, but the barrier they can't hear you outside of the barrier. Also,
I'm free!
Yeah, I was about to say Makar can talk now too.
Oh my god, shh. Calm down.
I can hear myself. Oh my god! You son of a
And we see her in there swearing, and like, I can read lips.
Klaus's mage guy will turn over to the tiefling and like, yeah, we're all free, man.
And because I know sign language, I can read lips, and I'm watching her use every swear word she knows. And I'm just, this is nice. I like this.
Okay, I thought it was probably. I thought it might have been on.
We're gonna have to put a mature rating on this episode.
We don't ever usually.
Okay.
Let's see. I can't think of where else would it may have attached to. I know it started from the bow. Let's see. How does she? What?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, how does she normally, like? Do you normally carry your bow like over your shoulder, or do you keep it in the glove, or what? Keep it in the glove. Okay, that's kind of what I figured.
Not that you can hear me.
No, I know.
No, you can hear them though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. One way sound. which is nice. I I don't know, thoughts. I I thought it was going to be on her hands.
I mean,
that she
if you
normally
really
holds.
want, I could strip naked.
Or-
I
You
can
can't hear me, so you have no idea what I'm saying.
I read her lips and I start laughing.
There you go.
And I just nod.
I start taking my clothes off.
Oh God.
What is going on over there? Oh my god.
I want to be naked.
Okay.
We
Oh,
might have
guess
a naked
I-
Axel in a ring.
I'm
Yeah.
in my underwear and like undergarments, but
Okay. What do you? Okay.
Don't
Not
wear it.
everybody's gonna laugh after I say this, but describe what kind of undergarments you're wearing. Like, are you wearing like a chemise? Are you wearing like a sports bra and underpants? Do you have like
Chastity belt.
shorts? Do you have like a or like boxer kind of thing,
it's like
or like just like a boob wrap?
a boob wrap and a butt wrap.
Okay.
Yeah.
Boob and butt
Also,
wrap.
I don't
Okay.
know if anybody saw, but I signed the word thank you to her.
This group. I don't know what's going on in this group.
oh Lord.
Okay. So yeah, you guys have a naked elf.
Sweet.
Please do something with the
Achievement
naked
get.
elf.
Now what?
She is now jiggling in the ring.
Oh god, please somebody do something about the naked
Turn-
elf.
Turn
I'm now
Turn-
going in circles. Do you see
as
anything?
much as I
When
hate to
she
turn
when
around,
she
yep,
turns around,
it's gonna be on her
you
back,
will notice that
back?
covered all along her back
of course.
is a giant scar in the shape of fire. All
That-
along, like from nape of the neck to crook of the back.
Wow, what the hell did you guys get into?
It wasn't us, man.
Yeah.
She picked up this bow, and apparently it's been eating at her.
Well,
Why
there
did
go.
you let her keep the bow?
We didn't know.
We couldn't separate her from it.
Oh
Honestly.
my god.
Wait, what's going on? What's going on? What's back there?
There you go, Traden. I think that's our problem.
Oh, I'm out of focus now.
It's censored. It knows what
It's
we're
a
talking.
it's a private
Yeah, there you go. It's a sensor bar.
That's amazing.
Almost.
There we
you
go.
Woo.
Traden will look over at you and is like, "Yeah, man, that's totally a grafter,
Okay.
and that's
It's a grafter.
that's a really strong bond.
It's just
What
come.
do we do about it?
This
How can-
this is out of my control. This is beyond even me to figure out, man.
You should just.
What kind of adventures have you been going on?
That's what
It's-
I'm saying.
Yeah, right.
Very-
I'm
very-
with the halfling.
Yeah. Yeah. Same page, bro.
We didn't
Same
even know who
page.
she
He
was.
puts his hand out very slowly in a high five gesture.
Dude, me too.
Did.
very long story. I promise to fill you in, but we've got to get this taken care of.
I'm gonna put my hands on my hips
Can
like
you please explain to me, now that we know what it is, what the hell is a grafter?
A grafter
Thank you.
is essentially it is a part of a demon entity that it has grafted itself physically to a being.
Okay.
Do you want me to explain it as DM, or do you want me to explain it as Traden?
Trade.
Traden.
I know.
Yeah.
I should have. Yeah. I don't know why I asked. I got halfway through that sentence and I already
I
knew the
like
answer.
trading. He's chill. He's cool.
So he'll walk over to a wall and pull down like this elegantly macrameed blanket, and it reveals a chalkboard. And he picks up a piece of chalk, and he draws a person, and he says, "Typically, it's wizards." And he draws a little robe on the person. And then he steps back and he looks at the drawing. And then he draws a little ponytail on the person.
Thank you.
It's red
Frida.
robes. I mean, I'll be quiet.
He
now.
turns around. He turns around. He
That's
turns around,
wizardess.
smiling, and his head is like in perpetual bobbing. And he smiles at the tiefling, and he taps the end of his nose.
I turn to Raywin and I go, now you see how I managed to become so patient.
So magicians, in order to seek power, will, and he draws a little arrow, will summon demons from a different realm. And he draws like a little portal with smoke coming out of it. He draws like a little hole with smoke coming out of it.
Class, did you do this?
No! I came into magic on my own.
He just keeps talking while you guys are talking. The magician will then sacrifice a section of their body and trade with the entity that they've summoned, thereby making a pact and increasing their magical ability. And then he draws a giant X on the chalkboard. It's really dangerous to control, so it's actually an outlawed form of magic. In fact, I don't know how you even got her in the city. Whoa.
Dude, you learned magic from this guy?
Yeah.
That explains a lot. You can't hear me.
Yeah.
They didn't tell me at the monastery I was going with a bunch of noobs, man.
How do you get to be the leader?
Is she still talking? Why is she still in there talking?
Because I'm allowed to.
At least she's not
Very
naked
angry now.
anymore.
That's a plus.
She's not naked anymore, and no one can hear her, but I can read lips, so we're kind of discussing things.
All right.
Yeah, so I'm just saying it so she can hear me.
So, I guess the question is, who should we go to get this get this reversed? Do we need to go? Do we need to go straight to the headmaster with this, or is there somebody else that might be able to deal with this?
She's looking really smug in there. I'm a little worried.
I don't know, man. No one's seen the headmaster in like decades. I don't know how you get in to see him. You might be. Huh?
We
Just let me go.
do have one of these.
Other hand.
Oh,
Your left
sorry.
hand.
I knew that.
Your other left, Robin.
He walks up and he looks really close, and he's like, "Oh, I see you've met Alona."
Yes, we've
Oh,
met.
yeah.
We've
She
met.
can. Oh yeah, she can totally help you, man.
Are you always like this, or is it just the herbs? And where do I find those?
I want some.
They're somewhere, man. Like everything's somewhere.
Yeah, cool. You keep going with that. I'll be back. I'm just gonna go look around. It's fine.
Oh God.
Give me some. I want some.
God. Okay.
And a little furry thing, so I can kill it.
I guess we need to find Alona.
No,
then.
otherwise I'm gonna kill one of you guys.
No.
Yes. Yes.
Did
Okay,
Alona?
Huh?
Real quick to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did Alona actually say like when we were supposed to meet up with her? I can't remember offhand.
No, she didn't give you a specific time. A Pacific time. She just said that she just said that she would call you when she was ready.
Crap. Okay.
I think you forget. You operate on her time.
Oh, I know that. I
forever.
I was just kind of hoping that we would not have to wait, but yeah, I guess. Well, all right.
Question.
He'll Traden will open his arms and he'll be like, "Well, you're welcome to stay here."
Question, Traden.
Yeah,
How
skills.
how long can she safely be left in there? Not harming.
Not long.
She points at the elf and she's like, "Oh, her?
Yeah.
Oh, she'll
No,
be there.
my
She'll be
twin.
there until I break the spell. You're in my realm." And he lifts his hands up and kind of does like jazz fingers and like looks around all mystically.
But is she
Right.
like in stasis because like food and sleep and all that?
Oh, you
Honestly.
can slide her a plate through the barrier. She'll be okay.
Let's just leave her there for everybody's own good.
Okay. That sounds like a plan. I like this one.
Hey, cool
You
dude.
got some
Cool
good
dude.
friends, little magic dude.
We're not friends anymore.
Cool dude. Can I
Scales.
ask a question?
Nobody
Cool dude?
nobody can hear you, sweetheart.
You can.
Can't hear you. I can only read your lips if I'm paying attention and then I turn my back.
So Traden will kind of like walk over to the kitchenette area, and he's looking around, and he realizes, there's no food there, and so he goes over, and he takes a little parakeet out of a cage that you didn't notice because it was next to a large thing.
No, don't
And
do
then
that.
he puts the chill, little halfling.
Don't give her
girl.
that. Don't give her that. She'll eat it. She'll rip
He
its
goes
head off.
over to the table and he puts the parakeet down on the table. A close inspection will reveal that the parakeet is a plush. It's a plush parakeet.
Of course, he keeps that in a cage.
He begins writing a letter.
Oh,
He then hands it to the plush parakeet, who then takes the letter and flies away out of a window.
That was the best thing I've ever seen.
Today.
I hope you don't mind that we're gonna eat out for dinner. Place is a little au natural right now.
I was waiting for that. So, like old times then.
No, I'm sorry, man. The noodle shack closed. What? Yeah, the old witch who ran the place decided to go live with her son.
Okay.
So after a while, okay, we're gonna be a little more speedy and efficient with the time now. So after a while, there will be a knock on the door, and when you answer the door, it is a mage wearing like a robe that also looks like kind of a chef's coat. So it's like a double-breasted robe with like a mandarin collar on it. And he is holding a one of those large to-go bins, like Shampoo is always using.
Yeah.
And he will then hand it to you. Inside, you will find, fried chicken and like little pot stickers and kind of like food that you can eat with your hands.
Right.
You're able to take out as much food from the box as you want. Like you close the box and you open the box again and there's more food in there.
Oh, right. I forgot Flip hasn't been to the Magic City yet. You're gonna like this place, I can assure you.
Oh, it's interesting.
He
All right.
seems thrilled. Okay, well, I'm gonna dig into the dumplings because why not?
All right.
Win in Corlink. I will pull out some food, grab what clean plate I can find, and I will magic one clean. Don't worry. And I will slide it to.
Didn't you guys wonder how Klaus became so good at using prestidigitation?
So I will put together a plate of food and I will slide it through the barrier.
Does his hand go through the barrier at all?
Oh no. Yeah, my thumb stops just a little ways outside so that you can pull the plate in.
I push it out.
You're not gonna eat? No, okay.
I push it back in.
Push it out.
I see toddler was an apt description.
I push it like halfway in.
I try to pull it while he's still holding on to it.
I'm gonna huck a pot sticker at her face.
The pot sticker actually goes through the barrier.
Can I try and catch it?
Sure.
Oh, that worked. I'm gonna throw another.
Oh, jeez.
I try to swat it back like baseball.
It bounces into the barrier. All right. Well, I'm just gonna leave the plate there. I'll like put it ever so slightly inside to where she could try and pull at it.
I make a mess of the food inside the barrier so that they can't
Hey.
see me.
Oh God.
Real
Toddler.
mature.
Toddler for sure.
Yep. Okay.
And they can't hear me saying, "Shut the hell up! I don't care what you think."
You're not my real dad.
Hey, Red Rose.
Okay.
Yes.
Can
Yes.
I ask a more serious question?
Yes.
Is there anything in this town that, maybe is anti-infernal, anti-demon, whatnot?
It's a fair
Why?
question.
Why do
In
you
this-
ask?
In this
Well-
town,
Because, I don't know, there's something in the air that's been irritating me ever since we got here, and now Pointy Ears is going crazier than
Oh.
usual, and...
Crap! I didn't even think about that.
Wait, what? What? Seriously, what?
I assume that it just clicked whenever between what Traden just said. That's actually a good point. I'm not sure how we got her into the city now that I think about it.
Because it really, really itches, and it's driving me nuts.
Yeah,
Stamp.
I assume that there
To
is.
do with it.
Yeah, I assume that there is actually some sort of an anti-infernal sort of barrier around the city.
What is wrong with you guys?
Am I right in that,
like,
Aya?
So, no, actually.
No? Oh, okay.
No. You don't know of any actual
Oh, okay.
barrier to any kind of entity
Then I
to
take,
enter the city.
I take back what I
Not
said.
that you can see.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
I don't
in fact, Traden will pop in and say that like I just whispered to you, Makar, that there's nothing that he can do for the tiefling. As far as he can see, there's nothing wrong. Physically or magically.
But mentally.
Hey, DM, have you been watching the conversation?
I have, but you just posted a huge block of text. So give me like 2 seconds to read it.
That's fine. Just sticking in my character is all.
Stick it in, stick it in.
Oh, honey. We tried that, remember?
Wait, what?
Let's not have a repeat
Okay.
of the jewelry store, please.
Wait, there's a jewelry store nearby?
No,
No.
we.
Long story.
Okay.
Let's just say if we go back to Glamstill, we're not allowed at the jewelry store.
Oh, yeah, me neither.
Okay.
I look at her.
Poor jewelry store owner, man.
So, okay. So once dinner begins to wind down, you will everyone's left hand will feel, you'll feel the muscle twitch again,
Oh boy.
and then and then everyone
Damn it,
will
turn it off
hear.
vibrate.
Everyone will hear as if it's on a loudspeaker. Party, this
Oh,
is
God.
Alona. You will meet me at the entrance where we parted in the next 3 hours. That is all.
She
I was
just,
all
got,
static. Who farted?
she just got really excited. Is that okay?
It means we have to try and find a way to get her down there.
Ooh, do we have to take the elf with us?
Oh yeah. If Alona's the one that has to help us.
Does he have
I
a
start stretching out my
portable
muscles again.
bronze thing?
Oh wait, no, I have something that I
Stretch
think can help. He walks over and you hear him rummaging
tell
through
me it
shelves and
means
drawers and
anything.
things. Huh?
Nothing.
Okay. And he comes out with a talisman.
Oh, that's
kind
pretty.
of just it's kind of just like a lumpy shape. And he hands it to Klaus.
Oh.
And he's like, if you put this on her, it should help her calm down.
Oh God, we have to put that on her.
That was my thought too. Okay.
I'll hold her down.
All right. Are you guys ready? I'm gonna
No.
drop the barrier.
Oh God.
Gets
Okay.
the bow out.
My God.
You already chunked all your arrows at everybody on the way here.
Beat them with the bow.
I immediately cast shield on everybody except for Raywin, who's got scales.
Okay. Also, incidentally, Klaus, you can freely cast magic in this space
Okay.
because it's Traden's.
Realm.
Traden?
Yeah.
Trident?
Trading.
Traden? It's Traden's apartment, basically.
Right. I'm assuming I would not be able to cast magic outside then.
No, you can cast magic outside, but while you're at Traden's place, you're not beholden to your spell count.
Oh. Okay.
It's like
Yes.
you're replenishing.
I'm pretty sure we talked about this before, but it's been a few
Probably.
weeks.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I gave you a bunch of information that you would need to know, but I didn't write it down for you.
Oh. Okay. Gotcha.
Okay.
Where
All right.
is- where is the barrier? Is it next to a wall?
Yes, it is next to a wall.
It's also circular. She's in it.
So, can I have the necklace? I'll put it on her. I got this.
No. No, that's not happening.
Klaus-
I'm clearly
is
not
the one
putting
that's got the
into my
necklace.
bag.
No.
I'm actually okay. I'm kind of interested to see how this would go.
Klaus, what the hell are you doing, man?
She just runs out the
Well,
door.
to be oh yeah. Oh, she won't get far. I have strong-armed people inside before.
You have indeed. Like this
Don't even
house.
think about it.
To be fair, we haven't given her a shot, but really much to do anything. So I'm curious to see how she does this.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right, I hand the medallion to Tilly. Let's see
And
what she
I
does.
brace myself to catch the elf as soon as the thing drops.
Okay.
I also
Brace
cast
myself
mage.
just in case they need someone else to tackle an arm or something.
I do
Klaus,
also.
what did
I
you-
cast mage hand on the door
Okay.
just in case.
All right. Traden will kind of crouch down as if he's like, getting into a ready stance. And he'll look at each one of you and he'll go, "All right, you ready?"
Oh yeah.
He snaps with both fingers and you'll see the barrier shimmer and then go away.
I keep a
So I'm
really
gonna-
close eye on her.
I'm gonna run straight at her,
And
Okay.
I'm in bear hug form around her now.
and then I'm gonna dodge around her. So do you need me to roll for the dodge?
Yes.
Okay.
I was
What do
gonna
you want me to
drop
roll?
down
Roll
to
the
get
dodge.
out of her way and run.
Oh, throw. Oh,
Hold on. You should have dodge in your character sheet, shouldn't you? Under a skill.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Oh darn.
I have
Um,
athletics.
Okay.
It's a +4.
Roll an acrobatics.
Yeah. So
Do
on
I
the
need a
skill,
grapple check?
Also 4.
So if you pick
Oh,
up
did you
where the number
did you grab
is,
did you grab Raywin?
So I went behind her. Well, she was facing the halfling, and I went behind her so that when it dropped, my goal was to bear hug her arms down.
Okay. Yes, you are
At the
going
same
to
time,
need.
I was dropping down so she wouldn't hit me.
Okay.
So
Well, that's why. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. So in quick succession, we're gonna do 3 things.
Mhm.
All right. I want Axel to roll.
Watch her crit.
I want Axel to roll. Let's see.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm trying to separate Pathfinder and D&D. And like the 3, 5 and the 5 rules. So let's have Axel roll. Okay, so since you're trying to grapple, we'll grapple versus Graph's roll. So I want the 2 of you to roll a d20. The higher one, straight d20, no bonuses.
Dex, okay.
Yeah, no bonuses. The highest one, higher one will win.
and real quick
Shit.
for Tilly. That
Okay.
was some scrambling.
Grappled.
Really
So
quick, Tilly.
you're grappled, but Axel has kind of lost her footing, so it's not a great grapple. But you have bought some time. Okay, now I want Tilly to roll her acrobatics.
And to do that, if you pick up the number next to your skill on your character sheet,
That's cool.
you can click and drag it, and you roll it in the chat, and it'll actually roll that skill.
Just make sure it's in the chat or it doesn't count.
Yeah, it has to be in the in the
it has to
chat
be
box.
in the chat window.
Yeah.
I threw it over there. Why aren't you throwing it over there? Okay.
There we go.
you go.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay. So whatever you do for, I'll give you 2 movements.
Okay, cool. Because I was gonna dodge around her and then run up the wall, kick around, and throw it on top of her head.
Okay, yeah, you managed to do that. We're suddenly playing Exalted. Okay.
I had to show off my skill of why they brought me in the first place. Like,
Right.
bam, and I'm just gonna land and just like go back to eating dumplings.
She sticks the landing.
Okay, so Axel, when the necklace has firmly settled itself on your shoulders, you feel. Actually, I can tell you exactly how you feel. You feel the way you did before you went into surgery.
Oh wow.
It's as if you have been given like a high dose of morphine or something like that.
Damn. That's extremely accurate.
Hi, guys.
Do
That was a really cool flip.
I let go?
Yeah,
Thank
flip.
you.
I let go. I
just kind of fall to the ground.
I regret letting go.
This feels really weird.
Quickly, fall into my arms. I'll catch you. Oh boy.
You're really high up there.
Okay, I scoop her up again. This time a little less, roughly.
Thank you, Traden.
I'm now carrying her cradle.
Princess
I
style.
snuggle into the dragon. You're warm.
I roll my eyes. Can we go now?
It's funny that you would say that. Oh, Silver Dragon is warm.
Yeah. It's the fox fur. It's never mind. You just that's fine. Oh God, don't.
So soft.
Let's
He
go.
he will pick up a plate of some of the food and he's like, take some for the road.
I know, it's cool. I got some, dude. Thanks.
Okay. Did you guys get enough to eat?
Yes.
Did you guys get enough to drink? You good? All
Good.
right. I'll see you, little magic dude.
Yes, I will try and come back before we actually leave town because I need to talk with you about a couple of things before we leave.
Cool.
Why
You
is there
know
an
where
angry
I
sheep
am.
looking at me?
I wish there was like a druidic way to leave him my number. God, I like this.
Pervert.
Can't you do the Groot thing where you summon a flower?
Oh yeah, I could. I can summon a flower.
Yeah.
I summon an Edelweiss because those grow up on the mountain.
Cool. He'll watch you summon the flower, like fascinated by it.
Oh,
And
and
he'll
I
be like-
and I frost it. 'Cause I'm showing off.
And he'll take it from you very delicately, and he's like, "Very nice." And he puts it in his hair. Puts it in
Totally
his very
calling you
frizzy head of hair.
I'm incredibly smug now. I don't even look at the wizard. I just smug right along out the door.
Oh Lord.
Wait, do you still have mage hand cast on the door?
Oh whoops. Yes, you do. Wait.
You go to open the door.
Who tried to go to the door first?
Raymond was the first one to say that they went to the door.
Then there might have been a bit of a face plant into the door.
Which is great because I'm all like flustery and blushy and crap. I now hate you forever.
Oh, whoops! I'm sorry.
Ow!
Get rid of that. Oh, that's true. The elf would have hit the door first.
Yeah, the door.
Well, for the record, I threw you over my shoulder so you're looking behind me, so it was your butt that hit the door. You're fine.
Ow!
All right. I
is this thing
dispel
yelling
that.
at me?
Let's go.
Okay.
If she threw me over her shoulder, does the necklace fall off?
No,
No, the necklace stays
I
on.
would have made sure of that.
It stays on.
Okay.
Okay.
Question.
Yes.
Question: is she still
Answer.
carrying the bow, or did she leave it on the ground?
It's in her glove,
Damn.
right?
Mhm.
Isn't that where you store it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So,
All right, that's the glove of holding, where he gets to hold
Right.
a single thing.
yeah.
Got
One
it.
item.
Let's see. How are we doing on time?
It's 3:00.
I'm good.
Yeah,
It's been 2 hours of play.
Yeah, we're running about 2 hours.
Okay. So, all right. We'll speed it up a little bit. You guys
You're
will
sorry, I was
eventually-
stealing animals.
You guys will make it to the entrance, and Alona will be standing kind of over near a bench, waiting for you guys.
Alona!
I see you've been to Traden's.
Yes.
Doing?
Trust me, it would have been much worse had we not.
I
I
can
want to kill
tell.
stuff, but I can't because I feel better now because of this necklace thing. But the thing is there's things yelling at me, and apparently there's a scar on my back.
Can we
Oh, that
downplay
feels
the-
nice. Keep going. I like that. Keep going.
Yes.
Alona, it does seem that we picked up a cat.
You think?
I don't even know what that means.
Follow me. She will
Oh, you
turn. She will begin walking down like the winding hallway.
Just no pleasing you, is there?
Okay.
One
So,
day.
after walking down like a pretty windy path, up some stairs, down some other stairs,
Oh, I feel
you will
kinda
come
dizzy.
to the end of a hallway, and there's just a wall. But if you pay attention, down near the floor is a very tiny door with a very tiny little bell set next to the door.
Alice in Wonderland?
Alona will bend over and she will tap the bell, and it makes a tiny little chime sound.
Oh, it's so cute.
The door will open, and a pudgy white rat will stick its face out of the door.
Like normal rat size?
It's a little big. It's a little on the fat side.
I make eye contact with my rat on Klaus's shoulder.
She makes eye contact with you. Alona is obviously having some sort of conversation with the rat, but no one can tell what it is.
Squeak, squeak, or squeak, squeak. Sorry.
Did you eat the acorn?
If you actually speaking rat, I would know it. I can speak rat.
I know, and if she were speaking rat, you would probably be able to tell what she said. So the rat goes back inside, or actually like comes out, does a little circle, and goes back through the door because, fun fact, rats can't walk backwards. The door will then close, and then a larger doorway will magically appear in the wall. Same, it looks identical to the small doorway.
And Makar needs a moment to
She will turn back around to the party, and she will say, "Don't make eye contact, don't touch anything, and don't look down."
I look at everyone in the party. Do not touch anything.
She then opens the door and walks through. Inside the doorway is a vast jungle-like area, but closer examination will reveal that instead of trees and foliage, everything is made of books and papers and scrolls. In front of you is a narrow wooden walkway that leads off several feet and then spirals upwards.
I can't help but look down because, my face is going that way.
Yeah, but you're not walking, so...
It is an infinite drop, and you will learn that you're walking on a giant bookcase.
I'm like clinging to the dragon. Don't drop me! Don't drop me!
And
Please don't
will
drop
not
me.
look down. We'll say, "I'm not gonna drop you, dumbass."
Trust me, don't drop us.
Occasionally, birds will fly by overhead. Closer examination will reveal they're actually books.
Oh my god!
Everything is made of books. Occasionally, dust motes of light will swirl by your head.
Can I? Would I know enough to be able to know where we are right now, as far as like location?
No, you have no clue where we are right now.
Oh, okay.
You have never been into this room before. You didn't know that there was this place.
I was kind of hoping like we were really, really high up in the Grand Library.
I mean, if you use context clues, you can kind of guess that you're headed towards the headmaster's office.
That's fair.
Okay, so you go up the spiral walkway. There is a small maze-like area that you have to go through that is constructed with bookcases. And then, once you finish the maze, you will open into a circular room. In the back of the room is a large, ornately carved wooden desk. Behind the desk is a large brass contraption that is holding a massive 6-foot book. And in front of the book is a magnifying glass that is moving on a track. In front of the book is a very, very, very old man who is attempting to read the book. Once you all get into the circular room, Alona will turn around to you and say, "Stay right there."
Okay.
Okay.
She will walk over. She'll take her book satchel. She'll take her book that she's got on the strap. She takes it off and she sets it on the desk. She walks over to the old gentleman. She gets down on one knee next to his chair, and she will say, Marleman, you have guests. The old man will turn towards her, squint his eyes, and get really close to her face. And he will say, "Ah, Alona! It is good to see you. I've lost my glasses. I can't seem to find them." She will then reach up to the top of his head and take the glasses off the top of his head, put them on his face. He will look surprised, and he'll go, "Yes, I suppose these will do." She will inform him that she has brought the guests that she mentioned earlier, and that they require a meeting with him. And then she will say, she will also inform him that they have accidentally fallen into some trouble and require aid. He will, he gets up, and he he's using a cane to walk, like an elegantly carved wooden cane. And he walks over, and he's got long beard. He's got a big flowing robe that he's wearing. And he will come over, and he will look at each one of you, like very kind of squintily, and he will stare at the elf's butt, because that's what's in in eyesight of him. And he will say, "Ah, yes, you." Oh God, my cat's meowing now. "Ah, yes, you must be the travelers that I've heard so much about."
Oh God.
Nice to meet you.
What
Says
have
my
you
butt.
heard?
I put her down
That was
and
my
try to help her stand up straight.
She has difficulty standing.
Yeah, I know.
In fact, Axel seems to really want to sit.
Yeah. I've dealt with children who really want to sit too. I can do this.
It's not my fault. I just don't have any energy. I'm so calm. It's yelling at me still. It's so
Well-
mad.
He looks very closely at Axel, and it seems to be kind of like looking past her. And he will
I'm
say,
right here.
"Oh, yes. This is a terrible situation you find yourselves in.
What happened?
Well, we must contact the owner." And he turns around to Alona, and he says, "Send for the elves. They will know what to do. Are they still around? I haven't seen anyone in so long. I must get back to my research."
Oh, I could help with that.
And he walks over.
Oh.
He walks back over to the large book, and continues reading through the big book.
I mean, if you want, I could flip through some of the pages for you, while you're.
Alona will look slightly exasperated, and will walk over. She will remove a few books from one of the shelves, and there's a little house built into the wall. And that same pudgy white rat will come out from the tiny house in the wall. She will bow her head to the rat, and she will ask the rat to send for Armoriel and Aliaga. The rat will go out, go back in, and then she'll put the books back. And she'll return to you, and she will inform you that the only way to figure out what's going on is to bring in the owner of the bow. Since you got the bow in Aliaga's castle, they'll have to call for Aliaga.
Yep.
In the meantime, she offers to set you up in one of the little hotels in the city while you wait. They should be back in the morning.
Okay.
Or they should arrive in the morning. They're not coming back anywhere. So
That works.
okay. I think for this session that would be good.
Hey, Aya.
Yes. Yay!
Before we bunker down, I'm gonna send a note to Cotton chronicling the day's events.
Okay.
Can you make it stop yelling at me? It's so mad.
If they'd just give me access to the books, I could.
So angry.
Can you read magic?
I can look at it.
Fair
All right. So you guys all end up being shown to your own rooms and bed down for the night. And that is this game session.
We did a
Is the elf all
thing.
by herself?
Probably not. I'm sure someone's gonna look after you.
Cause more
Yeah.
havoc.
I don't think anybody's going to let you out of their sight until this is dealt with.
Yeah, probably not.
Nope.
Not it.
So, all right.
Woo!
That's going to do it for
That's
this
right,
episode. If you've made it this far, you're a braver man than I.
He regrets all of life.
Oh, and you get the gold star, of course. And let's see. Do we have any problems with playing next week? Pretty good for next week.
I think
Right.
I'm good for next week. I don't know.
Okay. Next week is the 12th. So. Okay. We'll figure
Yeah,
it
I
out.
think I should be good.
Okay. All right then. Then with that, bye everybody.
Bye.